Hi, I'm Lauren Fritsch, the creator of the Joy Money Matrix, and I am really excited to share with you the 7th principle in the Joy Imperative. It is pruning. Okay, so I love to garden, but this is not about gardening. This is about saying that if there are things in my life and business that drain my joy, then I am going to give myself permission to prune them. Pruning is a big thing because in general, we tend to procrastinate on the things that really need to be pruned. For example, I was working with a client. She has a mid-sized agency and she has, maybe 8 employees. They do over $1 million a year in revenue, and so that's a small agency, but in the world of small business owners, she's bigger. And she kept coming back, and we were looking at her Joy Money Matrix, and there kept being a whole bunch of things under the joy line that were all related to interactions that she needed to have with one specific employee. And it was very difficult for her to see that all of the common denominator among all those unpleasant tasks was this one employee. And it took her a while, but she finally did let that person go very strategically. And when that happened, it really opened up her energy so that she could do more outbound business development. And it just made her happier in general. She wasn't dreading going to the office. She finally pruned those things that were underneath her joy line. And that was a really important step to take as a CEO and as a leader in her business. And it's often, again, the thing that people procrastinate on, the things that are right below the joy line. That is where people procrastinate. They don't want to make a decision about it. And those are the places where we really have the most opportunity to shift our ROE, return on emotion. We can really pump up our joy when we reduce those things that drain us. Now, I do want to say that this does not give you license to just be a brat and be like, I don't want to do that anymore. Like, okay, I'm going to be really crass for a second. Like, I just don't want to wipe my own ass anymore. It's so gross. I just want to delegate it. Okay, that is an extreme example, but that is not what this is about. It's not saying I'm just going to be a brat and I want other people to do everything for me. It is, I am going to make strategic decisions for my business, for my team, for myself, for my family, so that we can live the life that we desire. And the life that you desire, I'm going to talk about it in the next one, so you should probably wait for that one. Practical luxury, the 8th principle. It's very important. It's very important for you to decide what elements constitute necessities for your family that you must complete. Like, so for instance, I have a cleaner, but I also clean. And I have a cleaner, but I also enlist my kid to help me clean. Like, I want to foster that muscle. I'm not that militant about it with her specifically, but it's important. I think it's important to clean a little bit because you can just like get your mind in order. I don't think I'll ever delegate every single last bit of housework because I derive some joy from doing it, from completing it. And that might be different for someone else, but this is not about giving yourself a license to be a brat. It's about saying, I am going to make decisions that maximize joy and revenue for my family and for my business. And sometimes that means I'm going to be doing something that I don't love. Don't worry, I have a tool for that. And but most of the time I want to see if I can get things where I'm enjoying them more often than not. Again, it's a paradigm shift. That's principle number 1. All right, I will see you for the last video in a moment.